Again, my goal state, I'm gonna burn 70 to win 1,000 so that I can do this over and over and over again. That's aggressiveness, right? Again, all right, let's be aggressive. What does it mean to be an aggressive player? Well, and this may fit you out of the gate. This may fit you after you're even. So you can go from like conservative to aggressive, but the hallmark of aggressive play is this: bankroll to burn. Looking to like literally light your money on fire. Stop loss 0 might be a thing. You're okay with the big swings and you have lofty goals. In fact, if you revisit that goal statement, I am willing to, in this session, I am willing to risk whatever to win whatever. The aggressive player might be saying, I'm willing to risk in this session $1,000 to win $5,000. That might be an aggressive statement. You could go down to the shooter level. On this shooter, I'm willing to risk 160 in craps to win 500. You might say, I've won $35 from that shooter. So your next statement is, okay, with that $35, I'm willing to risk 32 of it to win 100, right? Your goal statement and your statement of aggression comes from the bankroll. The bankroll might be your actual buy-in, or your bankroll could be considered to be what you just won. You could look at it either way. But either way, the aggressive mindset is to seek risk. You're not out there with your $100 or your $32 to be careful. If you're going to risk it all, stop loss 0, the aggressive player is there to hammer the table. It's there to take full advantage of that bankroll, put the whole thing out there. They're seeking out risk. You'll notice that these guys will do a lot of heavy pressing. They'll do things like hammering a streak with a parlay press or a power press. They'll leave their bets out there too long and let it burn if they have to, right? That's the aggressive mindset. They may take money back at some point just to make sure they can do it again, but by and large, they're looking to what we call felt a table or empty that dealer rack out. That's the aggressive player. I want to go to my table. I'm going to go to the craps table here and show you some craps moves that I think are pretty aggressive, but really these aggressive moves also work for other games. The same thing I'm going to show you can work in Bach, in roulette, or in blackjack or pie gow, whatever you want to play. You can still be aggressive the same way with some of these moves I'm about to show you. Let's go to the craps table and have a little bit of fun. Let me show you a couple of ways that you can play aggressively that span the games. It doesn't have to be craps. It can be any game, blackjack, baccarat, roulette, 50-50 type bet, where you've got one bet out there. You're betting on your hand in blackjack or the hand in baccarat or whatever it's going to be. I'll put the money out here in the field for us. And I want to show you a betting pattern called the 1-3-2-4. This is a way to kind of hammer a streak. And if you're aggressive, you're looking to get all or nothing in some places, right? So here we go. We have a 1 unit bet out here. I'm actually going to put a second unit in my rack. You have to start with the 2 units per session. 2 units for the shooter, 2 units for the session at roulette, 2 units on the next 2 hands or so in blackjack. Here we go. 1 unit goes out and you make the bet. Let's say that you win the bet. You're going to hammer press it. You're going to go from 1 unit to 3 units. You're going to take your win plus 1 more from your rack and go from 1 to 3. That's win number 1. If win number 2 happens, you get a second win right in a row. You're looking for 2, 3 in a row. You're going to win 3 units. Your next bet is a 2 unit bet. So you're going to take one off of that and bring 4 units back to your rack. Well, guess what? You doubled your money. Okay. In those 2 hits, you doubled your money. You started out with 2 units. You have 2 units in profit and 2 units in play. On hit number 3, you're going for it. You're going to stack the whole dang thing up, parlay that again, and look for hit number 4, where you win 4 units, and look at what you've profited. 10 units in 4 shooters, okay? Or in four results. 4 hands of blackjack, 4 hands of Bach, 4 reds in a row, from 2 units to 10 units, just like that. How many times have you seen 4 things happen in a row? Now, are you gonna be in this case a lot, where you have 1 unit out there and you win it, and you stack it, and you add to it, and then you lose it? For sure. Your goal statement in that case is, I'm willing to risk 2 units to win 10 units so that I can go home a big time winner. And like everything else, those units can be $500. Okay. You're going to risk $1,000 in this case, take the win, stack it up, right? Get your win, go down to 2. Guess what? $1,000 in profit right there. Your 1,000 back, your 1,000 in profit. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. And look at that. Look at that profit. That's 5 grand right there, folks. 5 grand. It's a month's pay if you can catch 4 in a row, the purple level, right? That's an aggressive mindset. That works in every game, right? The straight up parolee can work in every game too, right? A straight up 4 in a row again, right? Take 1 unit, you win it, you stack it. You take 2, you win it, you stack it. That's hit 2. On hit number 3, that's a 4 unit win. Stack the whole damn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units is the last bet. When that wins, that's 16 units out there in play. You're going to win another 16 units on that, folks. If you can catch the 4 in a row like that, that's amazing, right? That's, again, highly aggressive. I'm going to put 1 unit at risk to win 16 units. 1 to win 16. 2 to win 10. That's, again, works in every single game. That's a hyper-aggressive mindset. That's, I'm just going to burn what I got. Now, if you were in blackjack, and let's say that you were doing like a regression up and pull. Let's say you were doing a 2-unit starter bet, okay? And you won 2 units on that. You might do this. Take all 3 back, right? There's my 2 that I started with. So I'm clean with a unit in profit. Now you say, I'm going to win take 2 to win 10, right? You've got your initial back. You earned 1. Your goal statement now changes. My first goal statement was I'm going to risk 2 to win 2. My second one is that I'm going to risk 2 to win 10. Now you go and do your hammer pressing from a position of safety, right? Again, you can transition from something kind of careful to something hyper aggressive as you go. That's the aggressive person. You're putting all of it out there to get it done, okay? Another aggressive, I'll show you an aggressive craps move might be this. You've heard of the 410 flip, maybe, maybe not. Let's say you have $35. We'll just use the 10. You say, you know what? I'm going to burn. I am willing to put $70 at risk. 35 on the 4, 35 on the 10 to win $1,000. I'm going to put $70 at risk to win $1,000. That might be your goal statement for this particular shooter. And in craps, here's how it can work. If it works, right? 35 wins $70. Your next bet is 100. There's 75. There's 100. The $5 has to go to the casino as the commission on that bet. You're at $100. That's roll number 1. If they hit a second 10, it pays $200. Now you can elect to put that in your rack for later, right? That gives you 2 more cracks at this effectively, right? Maybe 3 more cracks at it. Or you can say, you know what? Out we go. Let it run. Let it run out, okay? The third hit, 300, pays 600, and guess what you got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $900 from a $35 bet. If you had taken that money back and gone back out like 350 or 400 on the next one, that 900 can become 1,000 or 1,200. Easy money. Haha, easy money. There's the easy money. But that's aggressiveness. That's like, I'm never going to collect on a 4 or a 10 until I get that big black level like we just saw, right? That's, again, my goal state. I'm going to burn 70 to win 1,000 so that I can do this over and over and over again. That's aggressiveness, right? Again, not all wired that way out of the rack to buy in and start doing that out of the gate. You might say my strategy was to win $100 so that I could do that, or go out there with 220 inside so I can do that next, right? That might be your way. You can become aggressive after being conservative. That's a totally acceptable way to do it, but that's the aggression. The aggression is I'm burning it. Let it go out there, let it happen, because lightning sometimes does strike. And when lightning strikes, the aggressive player is going to be in a great spot to capitalize on it. They're going to burn it most of the time. You're going to burn your bankroll 60, 70% of the time. You got to know that going in. You're going in here, stop loss 0 for this, whatever it is. If it's my entire bankroll, if it's what I just won on that last round or that last spin or that last hand that I'm putting back out there, you're going to burn that most of the time. But when you don't burn it and it works, poof, 10 units, 16 units. What was that? 90 unit win. Whatever that was, or a 60, whatever that was. Huge wins. if it works out for you. The aggressive person has to not care. They have to not care about that bankroll to burn. Now, that said, you got to be careful. If you're going to play this way, either play that way with money you can afford to lose or money that you just won so that you can do this. Never come out of your regular money, your regular savings, your regular like life accounts in your bank to play this way. This is purely fun money. This is purely a woohoo, let's go for it kind of a thing. Got to be done with money that you can afford to burn, because more often than not, this player is going to burn. Okay. But when you don't burn, a lot of high fives, right? A lot of high fives for the aggressive player. And that's a look at that. Again, if that mindset matches you in your heart and soul, if that's who you are as a person, you had better have the bankroll to be able to do it. And you better have a goal that still says, I walk when I'm at X, right? Your goal still has to drive you. Your goal might be to double your bankroll or triple your bankroll, but when you hit it, got to be done. It all has to work. Bankroll, goal, mindset all have to play together. When you're aggressive, it's especially easy to let that endorphin rush and that whatever the serotonin hit, whatever it is, that's going to make you want to keep going. You've got to shut that down. Even when you're in aggressive mode, you got to shut it down and obey your goal. Have discipline, but have fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave us a comment here in the comment section for the video, but really better still, join us on Discord. Go to casinogaming.tv and hit the community link in the menu there and join our Discord. That's where me, other YouTubers, and all of our subscribers hang out. We sit there and talk strategy and just BS kind of all day long. It's a great way to get connected and stay connected and kind of interact with the team, learn about meetups and get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. So with all that said, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.